Mama Pumulo, good evening. Kindly move a bit back.
Okay, backwards.
Yes. Again.
Again.
That's better.
Mulishani, how are you, Mama?
Fine. We are fine, Mama Pumulo. How are you? Long time?
Yes, good to see you. How are you?
I'm okay.
Great. Mulishani Mwebantu, how are you, viewers, listeners, fans, friends, followers, comrades? Mulishani. Comrades, Mulishani. Kale. Rapita, Mulishani. Esther, how are you? Yasmin, Andrew, Mulishani. Kiteni share, kiteni abantu. Call people. Chiteni share. Eric, Mulishani, Abigail, Esther, Yasmin. Good to be here, guys. So much has been going on, guys. I'm just like overwhelmed with everything that's going on. It's overwhelming, guys. The political scene is overwhelming. I've given up. Mama Matipa, to be honest, I've actually given up on talking about this governance, the new dawn governance. I have actually given up.
You can't give up on the Zambian people. The Zambian people needs all of us.
I'm not giving up on the Zambian people, but I'm just giving up on this new dawn governance, you know, because now they are fighting with priests, and they're fighting with the priests is like fighting God, because God, the priests are the image of God. We go to priests for any problem, spiritual, marital, economic problem, we go to priests. So our priests or our fathers, pastors, these are our connection, these are our earthly connection to God. So for me, you know, when this whole thing started, I was like, okay. But then looking at how far it has gone, it's actually disappointed me so much. Like, I don't want to say anything about politics now, because if these people can be, this new doom government can be so ruthless to men of God, then what are they going to do to me? Ellington, well,
Mama Pumulo, Ellington, our son is here. It's nice to see that you are following the program. We would love you to join us, Ellington. The subject is the attack on the Catholics. So we need,
you know, Catholic is a big church in Zambia, in the world, I think. Yes,
that's right. Attack on the church today. So it's a very important.
Is a church versus new dawn or new doom. Me, I call them new doom now. They are doomed. You know, there is no way you can be fighting the priest. You know, those Catholic, I have respect for Catholic, because Catholics, men, their works alone, they span centuries of helping people. And when they speak, they go to these people's homes, they offer, you know, food, paying school fees. How many schools do we have in Zambia that are Catholic run? Funded by Catholic. So when they talk about the economy, it means they know the impact, what the people are feeling.
Yeah.
Me, one day, Nick, I'll hand over to you in a minute. I'm just saying that I have given up Populanda Paliba New Doom. I have given up because tukada twafumire mu madaipa mailo. Tukada twa trolls. I'm a trolls the other new doom. I have fumire mu madaipa mailo. Wale tukana my father. I'm like, what the hell is going on? These are politics below the belt. Mayamba kulala nomba about matters below the belt, which is unfair politicking. You start talking about all these things that I'm saying, stick to the point. Stick to the point, and the point is Zambia poverty levels have increased. Mama, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mama Pumulo. Once again, good evening, viewers. I am urging all of you to tag your friends, invite your friends. It's a very hot topic today. It is something that has touched our hearts, the core of our hearts, because this is the church. If you can fight the church, to what extent will you go? Who else will you fight? If you fight God, that is the last of your fights. Because after God, who is there? No one. No one is there after God. And if, honestly, the UPND goes to the core, the last of the Mohicans that are standing, you now fight them. God help you by UPND. Honestly, God redeem you. God bless you. You know, I would like to start by saying, Mama Pumulo, a church is where people go for hope, for guidance, for blessings, for spiritual healing, and so many other things. The Catholic Church live within society. They live among the people in society. They do not live in their big mansions with big motor vehicles. They are on the ground with the poor. They know the sufferings of the people. The Catholic Church, as you have rightly said, Mama Pumulo, have contributed immensely in the world, in Zambia inclusive. They have built so many health sectors as well as education sectors. Many Zambians have benefited, including by HH's ministers, have benefited through the health centers that the Catholic Church have built. And they have gone through those schools that the Catholics have built. They've been taught by the Catholic. In almost 90% schools, you still have the Catholics' participation. And so that propaganda that the UPND are bringing, the propaganda with the church, will not put food on the Zambian people's tables. It will not. I've always said, you know, the PF lost elections because of their arrogance. And in fact, I even thought they were so arrogant, but no, they were not as arrogant as the UPND. The UPND arrogance, pomposity is gonna cost you an election. UPND supporters, as well as their leaders, have become so personal. Who is without fault in this world? You want to be so personal and say, oh, the Archbishop has a girlfriend who is a nun at St. Mary's School and blah, blah, blah. Who knows the cobwebs that are in your closets by UPND? Have we ever opened those closets of yours to look at what you are hiding in those closets? We now have children insulting the Archbishop. They don't even know how many they are in their own families. They don't even know who are their outside brothers and sisters that their father fornicated and went to have children outside. They don't know that. They just insult Mungulu Mungulu. Come on, reform. But I don't blame you, children, because if your leaders insult and they just shoot from the hip, nobody falls short of the glory of God. We are all sinners. We came here, we sin every day, and we ask for forgiveness every day. No one can stand on a mountain and tell me and Mama Pumulo that they have never committed a sin. Nobody, including Vaechech himself. He can never stand on a podium and say he has never committed a sin. And so for Cornelius Muitwa now to come around and try and do a damage control and say we are meeting with the Catholic leadership and starts calling the Archbishop, we do not actually have a problem with the Catholic Church. It is some priests. Really? Cornelius? Some priests? The Archbishop is the #1 supreme of the Catholic Church. And so when the Archbishop speaks, it is the Catholic Church that is speaking. You really come out with no shame to fight men of God? When the Archbishop Telesfo Mpundu supported you by UPND when you were in opposition, you invited him for a fundraising dinner and you were clapping when he was bashing your friends, the PF. When Father Salangeta now attended a PF fundraising dinner and started dancing with Balungu, you want to admonish him? Chiwa milagalu kuluma mbuzi, osati mbuzi kuluma galu. You are such little puppets who, whenever it suits you, it is okay. But when it goes the other way around, it is wrong. The Archbishop is the leader of the church, and you are asking for pastoral letters. Those pastoral letters have been written left, right, and center. They heed no results. But now, you, a leader, you want to do chochise with the entire Zambian population. I have never seen any leader in Zambia from Kaunda to the last president do chochise with the Zambian population. So it is like every time you wait for something to shoot out on Facebook and you want to shoot from the hip, as if you are not an adult, as if you are not an elder in church. I'm asking myself, what type of elders are they in the SDA church? What type of elders are they? And then Mwetwa starts answering and say, no, we accept criticism, but we need constructive criticism. Really? What is constructive criticism to you? Ulutoshirwabwadi, a criticism, ulutoshirwabwadi, a criticism. People are going hungry. Those are the issues you must be addressing. Secretary Imenda, shame on you. Shame on you. At your age, you want to start calling your friend a Lucifer? Huh? You should have ended that subject of a Lucifer with Archbishop Fimba Upoke. Why didn't you tell him to Fimba and Poka? You should have ended it with Fimba Upoke. Where has Fimba Upoke gone to? We are on this forum, Mama Pumulo. We have spoken several times about Fimba Upoke. What did the head of state do about Fimba Upoke? It injured a lot of people's souls. It injured a lot of people in this country. But the president saw nothing wrong with it. People are angry. They complain, Mureba Tuka. What type of people are you, honestly? And then you want to start giving personal attacks to people. You know, we are not in the what do they say, Australopithecus and Homo habilis era, where we should be dictated to by this government. We are not in that era. But HH needs to preach love, unity, harmony, gratitude, peace, respect, forgiveness, kindness, self-control, and reconciliation. That's what a leader needs to preach. Men and women of God are the disciples of the people. They unite the people. You need to show love for others. Listen to the people's cries. How many times do you expect people to talk and talk? As Mama Pumulo says today when I said, are we going live? Mama Pumulo says, Mama Matipa, I'm tired. Ninaka, I hear you, Mama Pumulo. You are tired. I'm also tired. But if we don't speak, who is going to speak for the Zambians? Huh? This grandiosity, superiority, arrogance, pomposity, need of admiration, attention, special value, because you are, and then you are sensitive to criticism. It should come to an end. You lack empathy. By UPND, you lack empathy. Huh? Confidence in the way you are leading does not mean you should blast your achievements from Cape to Cairo all the time and make them rhetoric. You are reminded of CDF, you are reminded of employing health workers, you are reminded of employing teachers, you are reminded of giving free education. You go on and on and on. Me and this lady presenting this program have held positions in organizations before. Your works speak for themselves. You don't have to go and show the whole world and tell the whole world, oh, you see that bridge? I'm the one who's building that bridge. You are the leader. Build the bridge, finish it. People will clap and they will give you accolades. You know, an elder who rubbishes in a day of prayer, an elder rubbishes a day of prayer, and then Cornelius, and then I don't know, somebody also, well, I think lying in the UPND has become contagious. Somebody comes now and says, no, one of their ministers, that is an old clip. That is a clip when he was in opposition. And you think we are fools? When HH was in a position, was he to America to negotiate with IMF? Huh? He was not. So don't think we are fools and don't think we are children. Huh? It is important also to know that the moral development of the youth depends on the ethical capabilities of the adults. We need to set a good path for the youth. Huh? Because the youth, they follow in their parents' shadows. They see how their parents behave. And not spend our day insulting on social media. Really, I was dumbfounded when I saw that. Honestly, you can do better than that. You can do better than that. Huh? There is a civil way of reacting when you are in government. And then when you are misbehaving, you are in government and you do not have the civility of addressing people in a government, how do you expect the people, the children that we are bringing up to behave towards us? Huh? Calling the whole archbishop a conman, a Lucifer. Huh? And then you send a small media director to respond to the bishop. A small media director. Huh? Honestly, you need to understand how, how hierarchies work. You cannot send a clerk of the Ministry of Finance to take a message to the president. There is procedure. Huh? People gave you genuine votes by UPND. They gave you genuine votes. But you have been a real disappointment to your voters. They trusted you. They believed in you. But now you have become such a disappointment. The voice of the people, remember, it's a voice of God. Voice of the people is a voice of God. God lives in people. None of us here have seen God, but you know what? He lives in us. God lives in us. So you need to tone down. Criticism builds you. It doesn't destroy you. Now, na Zambia, you have to learn and investigate who you are actually putting on the throne. Which candidate you are putting on the throne. Learn to know your people. Not to it is time now, Mama Pumulo, where we need programs where presidents address the nation on what they are going to do. Questions are asked for them. These leaders we are putting in today, have they ever served in any government position? Nothing. You just come from being a businessman and think now you can, the way you were leading your company, you think now you can be able to lead the entire Zambia. And you want to lead the entire Zambia in a business manner. No, that is not leadership. Running a company and running a country are two different things. Two different things. And so the onus is on us Zambians. Please, I'm appealing to you Zambians, when we are going to vote, we need to study our candidates. All of them. Right now, we have so many candidates that are coming up. We have Emmanuel Mwamba, we have Mundubile, we have Kalaba, we have Chishara Kateka, we have Fred Membe, we have KBF. I don't know if I've missed anyone. Learn to study them. Who are they? Who are they? That's what we need to do. Huh? So with these few words, Mama Pumulo, I end here for now. I welcome you, our son, Ellington. Welcome to the program. We missed you like hell.
God, a blast from the past. Wow, good to see you. So before I hand over, let me just say three things. One, our new doom government, stop bringing PF into everything. I'm tired. I think the next show new doom. I'm changing this channel. I'll be doing dancing. Yes. Everything could have PF. Trolls to candidate to auto bare pera katushinga ni na switch bare to pera to afumine madai pa mairo to kind of ma priests and this is not the church, it's just two priests. You have no idea. These priests touch families. They are feeding families, they are praying for families. But one thing, and then the thing I want to talk about is the bullying of that nun. Zambia, where is the Zambia police? What you want to it's okay. No arrests have been made. That girl, she's traumatized. Wherever she is, that girl, her life changed. And she needs justice. And I want to say, this is a message to Bahaka Inde now. Bahaka Inde, you've never been in public service. Public service and private service are two different things. I've worked 10 years in public service, and I've worked 15, 20 years in private service. And the private service, I'm sorry to say, the leaders in private service, they are heartless, they are draconian. our bosses, CEO, the way they treat their people is pathetic. And in there, I can see that you are bringing those corporate mannerisms to run a country. Running a country requires humility, empathy, sympathy. Sula Biden, kunobala mutukanama, FU, whatever. Go pama blogs of political matters about USA or even UK or France or Russia. These presidents, they are insulted all the way. So we are just asking to say, but president, get a grip on yourself. Right now, it's like the president is losing it. And his entire government, they have lost it. They have lost it. These are the kicks of the dying horse. That's why I'm saying in Nepano, that's why I don't even want to talk about this politics, because the words that I have for them, they are not kind. Ellington, the floor is yours. Welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you. I just want to greet a lot of people. My mother's, yes, I've not been on the show, but I do follow every bit of it. I do share every bit of it, and I'm very humbled by your continued spirit. Please, I pray that God protects you and He always gives you the strength to keep doing what you're doing. I salute you. I salute every person that is speaking for the masses. Just like you are disappointed at the utterances towards the priests, towards the church, equally myself, as a young person, it takes someone with a noble conscience to understand what an insult towards the church is. You know, some people have taken things for granted to say because we can say whatever we want, they think anything is relevant at this point. And just like what you have said, you know, people need to understand what is criticism. Criticism is not only the good things. You know, it's not like someone telling you, okay, now apa watch over paint, apa now number watch week makeup. No, criticism should be me. Go and redo. That is also criticism. So I'm very shocked at what is coming from, you know, the leaders, because these are leaders, by the way. In communities, we call them leaders, we consider them to be leaders, and I'm very shocked that it can reach this level. We look upon the church and we look to them as well to develop our country, but it's very disappointing that when these two go loggerheads, where are the people going to remain? Abantu barapera kwi, you know? And I feel governments should be able to humble themselves towards the church, because the church has existed way before any government is formed. Governments have come and they've gone. Churches have been there. So when we want to respond to the church, even if the church is wrong to some extent, I go to church. There are some times when you feel the pastor or the prophet or the bishop has said something that has injured me personally. You don't retaliate there and then. You give it a special audience. Maybe you follow him to his office. Maybe you go to a private setup and you tell him, Landa, I thought it was a personal attack. It wasn't right by me. But when you go public, you know, at the end of the day, you look to be the bigger fool. Like in this case, it started with one priest, now it's two priests, now it's an archbishop, now it's three priests, now it's four people, now it's an entire church. I read the mass newspaper for Monday, it said Catholic responds, and we still have people, so-called praise singers, that are saying it's not the Catholic Church. Now, those saying it's not the Catholic Church, I'm quite disappointed, because we respond to what the masses say. Archbishop does not represent himself. He has a background of where he comes from. So when he speaks on behalf. The same way the president, when he speaks on behalf of the government. You cannot say Hakainde responds, or Mwitra responds, or Chushikasanda responds. They speak with the authority of the government. So even the priests, They speak with the authority of being ordained as Catholic priests, and they were not insulting. I want to commend some of the young people that have followed these stories up, such as, for example, Dingidava Jonah of Diamond TV. He hosted my brother Lisoniso yesterday, if not the other day. He did fire a number of questions. Unfortunately, my brother was not able to respond to them, but Dingindaba made it correctly, and he put it out there to say, do not say it's individual priests. They spoke from the church, they spoke from the pulpit, and they spoke on behalf of the church. If you are still doubting that they spoke on behalf of the church, my question to you who is doubting is, where is the office of the preacher? Where is the office of the preacher? The president has got an office. The ministers have got offices where they speak from, including the Secretary General, Mr. Emenda. He's got an office. So where is the office of the preacher? The office of the preacher is the church. It's a pulpit. That's where he has authority to speak from. He will not go in the combons, in the streets with a public announcer to start announcing. He will speak from the pulpit because that's where his powers are given. This is not, putting right to us, the younger people. The church ought to be respected, regardless of wherever they belong to. They ought to be respected. I've grown up in a Christian home. If we call Zambia as a Christian nation, we ought to respect the church regardless of what we feel about it. I can assure you, my mothers here, if today I uttered sentiments, bad sentiments against the Seventh-day Church today, I don't think I would live in peace. So, because it's a Catholic church, nobody should be there to support or protect it. Is that where we're going? That is why even the Catholic is agitated, because it seems everyone else is for that ought to be respected. If it was I can assure you, nobody was going to comment. Nobody was going to retaliate because it involves where the president comes from, where he congregates. But because it should not be like that. Today anachira setting abantu kwebati chabatwana kuwalwa nomba government because bambi tabanwa. Yes, yachwa setting, but in some context I'm right. Not only the things that please you should be what you advocate for. Even the things that don't please other people. If you know it's true and right, you should not advocate for it. It should not always be about what I like or what I appreciate. It should be about what other people also want to appreciate. So respect the Catholic Church for the sake of those who appreciate it. That is all I can tell the government today. Be it whether the Catholic is going to contribute, right to call the preachers such names. It doesn't. In all honesty, it doesn't. And the leadership of the UPND should actually come back to its common sense and just put this thing on the table. And first of all, should apologize to the Archbishop. Hakainde Hichilema, as president of Zambia, has been criticized, but at no point has he ever been called Lucifer. Has he ever been called Satan? Has he ever been called any other abusive name considerate to a devil? He's been considered a liar, of course, someone doesn't keep word, but not a Lucifer. So let us be human, because at the end of the day, they are digging their own graves. In 2026, I'll be asking myself to say, should I sign up for another name calling government? The same way that we asked the PF government in 2021, should I sign up for other cadarism actions? It's the same thing I'll be asking myself this time around. Am I going to sign up for another name calling? Am I signing up for another arrogance? Because actually what is happening now, it is becoming very similar to what was happening before the general elections of 2021. There's no difference. People did not vote for UPND because PF did not develop, because PF was not working. No, they voted out PS because of the people that were anchoring the actions that PF was doing. Cadres go and harass people, the leadership would protect them. Cadres go and beat up people, the leadership would protect them. Cadres go and steal things, the leadership would protect them. It's the same thing that the UPND are doing. Yes, they can do good things, but when they speak ill of the church and the leadership protects the people in the party, it's the same thing. It's like we've not changed anything at the end of the day. So the question that I pose to all our young people and all the voters is, what are we going to sign up for in 2026? What are we signing up for? We called for change, but is there a change? Development is a continuous process. Don't consider that to be change. Building of schools, roads, whatever, it's a continuous process. That's not change. The change we're talking about is where all these name calling, harassment, and any other thing comes to an end. That is a change. So what are we signing up for? And my last point on this one is, if we do not separate government and the party, then we are in a very terrible situation. The president uttered sentiments that should have been responded to a government official. Mr. Emenda is not an official as it stands. He can think he is, he's not. He's very far from a government official. He's a secretary general of a political party. Being a political party secretary general does not automatically transgress you or transverse you to being a government official. He holds no position to speak on behalf of the president. The people that were supposed to respond to those things were supposed to be government people, because the president is the leader of the government. So let was addressing the government, not the UPND party. It was addressing the government. The government is inclusive of a whole lot of different people. So when taking it personal, I think it's unfair. It's unfair. Today, I noticed he was in some Chiwangandu district trying to inspect government projects. He has no right. Under the Constitution, he has no right. He's not a government inspector. He's not a government official. These are things, when we want to explain to the people, they mock us and insult us. But they should be able to take time and understand. A party official should not speak on behalf of a government. It's an insult. That's why they have a government spokesperson. I think for now, I'll end at that. I hope we'll be able to reconcile within ourselves of what we are seeing. I'm not asking for people to vote against or for any person or any party. But what I'm saying is, let's reflect. It's ourselves to reflect to what's happening in our country. And I hope it's visible enough for us to see. Otherwise, it's a pleasure. I wanted to say hi to my mothers. I've missed you. I wanted to say hi to the program and the viewers. Please keep it up. I'm available. I'm around. And God bless Zambia.
Thank you. We have, can you mute? We have, is it Siandwa on the line? We have a guest that joined us. But before I hand over to Siandwa, I just wanted to say, you know, Ellington, you said something that has had me thinking to say, is this the change we voted for? And for me, I actually agree with the Ellington to throw that question to say, is this the change we voted for really? You know, I think socially, you know, politically, the political vibe, political correctness has really gone down in our country. And I say this because the respect, I think it has taken this government to insult top leaders, to show the whole country how much our morality has deteriorated in this country. We needed, as a country, we needed to see the top leaders of this new doom abusing senior members of church for us to open our eyes. Zange, you must open your eyes. We women, we have been crying here every day to say we are insulted. Women are insulted every day. This what the insults which are going to the priests is what we women have to live through every day in Zambia under new doom. So this is actually God exposing this government. It is whatever language is being used to Bahama priests, it's just God exposing how this new doom is running the country. Because if I'm to Tukapano, not only me, any female person, anyone who has a divergent view, we are attacked. But it has taken senior members, respected members such as the church, the mayor, to be attacked, and this has come to light. Mamona, this has come to light now because this is what is going on. Simple people like me are insulted every day. No one talks about it. You are cheering, women are insulted. No, we have been talking here day and night to say the new Dawn government need to put measures in place to protect women. Eh? Women are not protected in this country. We don't hear a word from Banarumango to condemn the abuse of women. We don't hear a word from the First Lady. We don't hear a word from any of the high-ranking new Dawn ministers to condemn abuse against women. But now they have taken priests because this is what they do best. What they do best by new doom is the abuse in Bopoke. Now they are not now they have even gone in deeper from Fimbo Pocket to actually saying things they shouldn't be saying. You know, there are many reasons why people have children. There are many reasons why people are single. Is it a reason for you to insult them when they are discussing a political matter? These below the belt politics better stop. Let us focus on the subject matter. If it's a political topic, let us stick to the political topic. Why let's discuss. Why are you saying there is no freedom of speech? Let's discuss. But immediately somebody says something you don't like, but you don't, you are ready to insult people and demean people. It is wrong. It is wrong. You can't be practicing politics of below the belt. You bring in irrelevant things. You start talking about somebody's sexuality. Eh? Push about governance matters. You start talking about my sexuality. What has my sexuality got to do with the governance matters I'm discussing? Eh? The priests, they have got their personal lives, Juko. What have their personal lives got to do when they are advocating for better life for their congregants? What right do you have to start talking about a priest or name calling to be called the devil, calling a priest a devil because he's holding you accountable? Take a step down. All these are crimes against you, Van Newton. If we had a fair judiciary, if there was really freedom in this country, I'm sure there would be a motion started to ask this government to step down because they're abusing the people. But it was a Utuma pressing and totwari matwafu minimuma diaper my local tukana makaramba. Me, I'm telling you, I'm not your size. I'm your mother. Imama pressing a mafu minimuma diaper my lo. Mulesa kutukana. It's nonsense. You know, where do these small baby praise singers have the guts to insult women, even insult a priest? Eh? Where do these people, they are supposed to be checked out? This UPND media team is supposed to go in the comments and actually let them reinforce the lawyer dicta for hate speech to control this cyberbullying that's happening online. People need to be arrested. Now, if you have Waimenda calling somebody Lucifer, how can Zeta act? Instead, Zeta is busy blocking pages where we are telling the truth, where we are advocating for financial freedom. They are blocking our pages. You know, what kind of governance is this? I don't even want to say their names. I really don't want to say their names because I have no kind words for them. I'll end up abusing them. So I just rather just not say anything about this government. It's a shame. It's a disappointment. It's like, wow, I never thought educated people can sink so low. Educated people can use so abusive language. Not only to priests, to everyone. This country has gone to the dogs. It's like we are in a jungle. It's like we are in a stone age. People have no regard for people's feelings. What kind of people are you who don't regard how people feel? You just say anything. And your children are watching and your wives are watching. What do you tell your wives and your children? Eh? What legacy are you leaving? What is the legacy that you are leaving as a president? Because for sure, you are going to be a one-term president. I've said it. There is no way Zambian can condone this. Zambians will respect each other. Zambians, we always uphold the principles of Kuchindi Kabakalamba. Now a priest, Mule priest, what legacy are you leaving? What legacy are you leaving in this country? Don't burn this country on your way out because you know you're going. Do not burn this country on your way out. Zambia is bigger than you, Marisanga. But you don't want 2.8. Now you are even less than a million. No, Facebook. Mama, this is very disturbing. It is very disturbing.
Mama Pumulo, it is indeed very disturbing. You know, I wish to just add that the Catholics, I agree with what Ellington said. The Catholics speak to the masses on the pulpit. That's their office. If that is their office, an office of a preacher, a pastor is where? He's in a church. And you know, Mama Pumulo, the Catholics speak to the people in any political process. They speak through the people in any political process. They want the people and the voters to always be informed. And they want the elected officials to act and perform for the common good of the people. That's why they speak, you know. And you talked about the leaders like Mamana Lumango not talking. They have seen people being harassed. Those people you have mentioned, Mama Pumulo, are not capable of talking. They need to get an okay from their boss before they talk. Kanshi wants ministers, before they talk, they need to check out with their boss. Is it okay for me to issue such a statement? All those new doom that castigate the man of God by being personal will be very, very shocked if they learn some of the things their own leaders have hidden in their closets. Now I agree with my father. My father always told me, educated people are the most uneducated people. The most uneducated people are the educated people. Because now abashaya kuma skulu balikwatako n'amaano ayakifyalirwa. They know how to analyze issues. Bena baya mungo mu class balemba ma degree ama PhD elo bese batuteke enfine pafintu ifyabuwelewele. Pantu ifyo bachitaba new doom fyabuwelewele. Umuntu fyo wasambirira cannot behave in such a manner, Mama Pumulo. The population of Zambia is 20 plus million. We only had 4.6 million who went to vote. And what about the other 15 million? They are probably tired of you, the politicians, because some of you mukakotera muma politics. From the time you removed your diapers and you finished school, you have been in politics, party after party. Huh? MMD, PF, mukengira na mwaingira mu UNPD katishina bareisa kona mu mukengira. When are you going to give a chance to others? That's why bali kowela. That's why bali kowela, because mwaliberero kubepa abantu bufi. Huh? But this time banyu doom, the Zambians now basalapuka. They are very intelligent. You cannot fool the Zambians again. In fact, I'm very happy that the new doom won the elections. I'm very, very happy because they have shown us now how we are going to vote next time. They have given us an opportunity to now be very careful which leader we are going to put on the throne. Had they not voted the new doom, we would have just been voting chipante-pante. Oh, abantu bakabwalala twafumya. But these ones have gone beyond. How mwilala ndapo? We've only been in politics, in government 3 months. Hey, we've only been 6 months. Hey, we've only been 10 months. 1 year, 1 year, 2, 1 year. When will it be ready? Can't you? Politicians, that's why you see most politicians who get a seat. Yes, Mama Pumulo.
So I just wanted to comment on something. Like in the developed countries, attitude is everything. They do background check. Background check is number one. Background check. Personality. Is this person going to fit in? Is this person going to work well? How is it going to be? So they put attitude before qualification. Qualifications from here to the moon and back. But if your attitude sucks, guess what? That is what I wanted to say. Your attitude.
You know, I said it before when we started the program, Mama Pumulo. I said no one on this earth falls short of the, we all fall short of the glory of God. No one is perfect on this earth. Nobody, not me, not you, not even President HH. He's not immune. We are all sinners, and Jesus Christ came for all us sinners. No one is perfect. When you are in opposition, oh, how did you buy this? How did you buy that? Huh? That's when the background check comes in, Mama Pumulo.
Yes.
How did you make your wealth? Huh? If we're to Owulire pali akayanda bashitire kumutendere as the first house. Awe. And what is this now? Umuntu techo akwateko more than 3-4 houses or 5 houses. Nishi vaikata. Kwena mwebe na Zambia. When will we develop? I'm not saying I'm encouraging theft, no. But when will we change our mindset? Mumone abadeni kufyalo uko. Balekala mayanda with millions. You don't see people following them. Yes, I agree. If it is a proceed of crime, it's okay. But now, it has become now rhetoric. Everybody, everything, it's a proceed of crime. Huh? Let's differentiate. Let's learn to differentiate.
We are talking for the poor. So you think
Mama Pumulo,
okay, I want something.
I've adopted the thick skin. I have adopted the thick skin. Come on this program and insult me all you want. I've always said on this program, I'm telling you, you are not going to give me a stroke or high blood pressure and say the show. So it's okay. We receive them.
Let him go and insult his mother. Mwizukanji had a show yesterday talking about how he was bullied and became suicidal. Ama Zambians, check yourselves. Depression cyberbullying. Never. You always know depression. We will be here and we'll be talking. And there are bigger things coming.
Mama Pumulo, I said it before. If we're to akudide during Kaunda's time, Mamonai, you cannot compare them to the time of Kaunda. You know, there was so much discipline. In social media, I support it has its good and its bad, you know. But utwaiche twafuma mukonke vele, they will just kasumu kakofye kuivele, eno nomba katukana afsek kabwekera kuivele. You know, those are the two people we call utuma useful idiots. But you see, that happens in a society, Mama Pumulo, where the leaders themselves, because if, you know, Mama Pumulo, seriously speaking, if I was a minister of information or of information and technology, if I was given that opportunity to be a minister of information and technology, I don't know what Wamutati is doing, whether he's sleeping, Katwishi. I will clean up the internet. I'll clean it up. Mama Pumulo, other countries have cleaned up their internet. I'll give you an example. You cannot go to Rwanda and talk and start insulting the way people are insulting on the internet in this country. You can't.
No. It's impossible. The word he used to say was idiot. 2 words. Yeah. The whole country, but Kaunda used to say stupid idiot.
But you know why people didn't answer him? You know why people didn't answer him, Mama Pumulo? Because we were taught not to answer the elders. We were quiet. But now people think insults is now a solution to everything. And people who insult are those people who cannot even debate on any issue. So if you know,
and the rhetoric. I'm a praise singer. hypermile so akakafuma mukulemba kafuma mukonke ebere lyabanyina kaisa mukundembera pano ati work hard iwe do you know me do you know if bomba robot work hard there are no free things mulenge mulela pira language yaba nani kani iyaba praising ngulu mungulu uamyota tubomba ni nani
Mama Pumulo Tulekeni, I just want to appeal one thing to the Zambians. Zambians, it is time to wake up. It is time to wake up and assess your leaders and watch your leaders closely. Even all these leaders that are aspiring to take over, to become presidents, to become the future leaders, assess them properly. We don't want to make the mistake we have made. Honestly speaking, twachula pafula. Somebody should come here at Tiena. Everything is okay. Talechula. Someone should come here and tell me that. People are going through a hard time. As I'm talking now, tabakwete nenda alama ya kushita malaiti. Tabakwete na ubunga munganda mwabu. Ngamoya mpata takudi umuti wakupea prescription wa ku pharmacy takwete nenda alama ya kushita panado. Taukwete. But your priorities are wrong. Babru beni kumishuko bale chula, but you decide to buy talk time to become arrogant on social media. Bano ko bale chula kumushuko. Tabale eliano kudia. So your priorities are wrong. Your priorities are wrong. Just like the priorities of your government. Because you need to liberalize the economy. Huh? We need money in the economy. People do not have any more money to buy our goods and services. Because I provide goods and services and I want people to buy my goods and services. But if you do not open up the economy, how do you expect people to support me? I will continue talking. For as long as you do not make the cost of doing business favorable to all of us. But you want to climb on a mountain and say, yeah, CDF is going to 57 million. Cashing an 57 million. Pay the suppliers. Suppliers have been waiting for so long to be paid. They are now stuck. Mama Pumulo, I have a niece who gave her vehicles to the government when there was that democracy conference. Yeah, Kamala Harris. Do you know that some of them have not been paid up to today? And their vehicles are still packed for the government building. Atingawasenda moto kwa yobe tabaka kuripile. Now imagine if you subcontracted, what happens? If you subcontracted.
But which cash? What kind of
they have not been no, because they want to do a handover and then pay you. Hand over your vehicle properly.
No. That is something else.
Come on.
That is something else.
This arrogance and pomposity way of doing business. You know, you want the Zambian people to admire you. You want them to give
That's torturing people. You know, people waking up every day. It's torturing people.
And you know, Mama Pumulo, the UPND, the new doom, everyone who criticizes them is labeled a PF. Imwe, I'm warning you. I have had enough of this. Everyone who criticizes should be labeled a PF. So I'm telling you, I knew
15 million people didn't vote. 15 million didn't vote.
This needs to come to an end. This needs to come to an end. Ngawalanda you have a PF.
Bully. It's a bully mentality. What makes
Yes, that is called bullying, because they bully bakonka bakateka babo. Bullying. This is bullying.
Bullish behavior. Starting from the top, vis-a-vis and you bully me.
No, the Catholic shouldn't get involved. It shouldn't involve themselves in politics. We are the priest, Father Chirinda. You saw, may so rest in peace, Mama Pumulo. When there were fights in the PF, who we amongst Miles Sampa and Balungu on leadership, there were leadership wrangles. Who brought them together? The church leader did. The church leaders did that. It started with the Catholic Church. They imparted unity, love amongst each other to them. You know, that's what the Catholic the men of God are supposed to do.
Ama priests, they go out every day, but like my priest mukupe pangani mo waka authority mwali kwata confession room. People go to pray every day, and the priests know what the people are asking in the prayers. They are hearing about the Valentina in Sunday in to Valentina, Squetetia Kudia, the contract. The priests are front and center. They are front and center in knowing the problems of the people. So now, church, when we have a problem, we go to God. A Catholic, you go to a priest. Ask for forgiveness, ask for favors, ask for donation. They go to priests. So how can a priest
akakene mama Pumulo nikaimenda kaimenda eka etire bashikofu ati ni
baluti. You know some of these people
kabatuke akokabatuke iwe wineka batuke. Let me warn you, you are the Lucifer. Batuke, you are the Lucifer. Maybe you were born in a family of Lucifers and Satanists. Satan. If you think the Archbishop is a Lucifer, you are a Satanist, Imenda Batuke. You are a Satanist. You have called the Archbishop a Lucifer. And shame on you.
Yeah. He's the father of Lucifers.
He's a Satanist.
You are a father, you are a secretary general leading a ruling party.
I think Nika Freemason. Marisho tuma Freemason. Eto achita believe muri Lucifer. Nika Freemason.
Lucifer. How do you name someone a Lucifer? If you mean, I don't even know. We are moyality of Mamukanwamwe. What were Pamija that Lucifer?
Kabili too well. Too well, that's why, you know.
UPNG now can be soaking my last words with your arrogance and kept mouths. Tame your mouths and tame your tongues, you UPNG. If you're the careless talk, you're going to have an apple like Tashani. Who do you don't perform die for me not to pay a number? But but my point is, to new dawn to my trolls, to my diaper, my that's what I meant that about HH bullying people publicly. What do you think you are teaching them to be bullies? You are teaching your cadres to be bullies because you are behaving like bullies yourself. Bullying the Kitwe mayor. Oh my God. Comments no priest. Oh my God. God have mercy on you. Pull it together. Just open a town hall meeting and ask people to give you advice how to move forward and unite this country. 5 years, we are not even 2 years. 2 years of your governance. Look at how you are self-destructing the country. Vote your mufia busushi. Oh, let's vote your mufia busushi. Bama, go ahead.
Thank you, Mama Pumulo. I think we said we were going to do 1.5 hours. My parting words for the new Doom government. We will continue praying for you. We wish you all the best so that you may excel in your leadership. We will pray for you, even when you do not believe in prayers. We urge, right, HH, please, you need to preach love, unity, harmony, gratitude, peace, respect, forgiveness, kindness, and please exercise self-control. I thank you very much, Mama Pumulo.
Thank you, Mama. I just want to say we had a genocide in Rwanda all because of Akanwa. The power of the tongue. I'm going to emphasize again. You know, I'm going to emphasize, tame your tongues, you leaders of PF. Whatever you pray to. If you don't pray to a priest, whatever you believe in, we are saying don't implode this country through your tongues. We are down. Tame your tongues. Rule this land with love. National anthem, yes, Ilanda. What does our national anthem say? Land of joy. Land of joy. Unity, dignity. Where is the joy in our country, Mwebantu? Where is the joy? The joy is old men insulting on pulpits, on public platform, using a platform to use their tongue as a weapon of destruction. But President, take your tongue. But KPF gave good advice. Now I watched that where KPF was advising by HH to say by HH, be a father. When you are a father, you embrace everyone. All your children have different personality types. Introverts, extroverts, and children will not always listen to you. Some will be against you. Now, a country of 20 million people, you are a public servant. I know you served in a private. You have been a private, whatever, businessman. But when you come to public service, is it different? You have to have a big heart. And since you are a church elder, I suggest you call your elders who SDA, they pray for you so that you have that big heart. Ukukwate means sula. Show love and focus on delivering people from poverty. That is your mission. Your mission is not church, if you show pomposity, like all the negative things. Like what role model are you to our youths? What role model?
Mama Pumulo is not even a church elder. He's just a mere congregant in that church. A church elder would never behave in that manner. I thought first he was a church elder, but when I analyzed his way of leadership, I don't think he's a church elder.
It's so
he's a mere
all the eyes are on Zambia. You know, he's hosting all these dignitaries. President the UN Secretary General Alisa. He's hosting all these high-profile people from around the world. Because of Zambia's wealth, if you attract abantu bonse. All eyes are on Zambia. He is selective. Vanessa, how to behave. Kuwatungu Bambi is a shining star. Zambians is a shining star. But Kuno, his behavior leaves much to be desired. I don't want to say the right way that I should say because but I'm just saying, but President, the love you are showing to non-Zambians, show it to Zambians. Church begins at home. Zambians voted for you. Tell us who voted. Every day, same table, dining, whining, and dining. Never sungu. Zambian varela choruto shwa kwali. Waka banumba manopula tukana ma priests. It's a shame. And that's it, my dear. If you want to say
thank you,
anything,
Mama.
all right, guys.
I just want to answer to Momo Majuda, who is saying maybe we give the new Doom government some more time to perform on development. I don't know whether it's Mr. or Madam Momo. For me, really, yeah, if what we are actually saying, even if we give them more time, can you advise the new Doom to stop this rhetoric? The Zambian people are fed up of the rhetoric. I said it in my opening remarks. When you work, your work will show for itself. You do not have to go and remind the people time and again. If I take my children to school, I don't have to every day my children in school, I should remind them about how I took them to school. No, the work I did will show for itself. And so we are tired of rhetoric. Elo ba new dom nga mwalanda kofi at rhetoric bala semuka mama pumu. Kumona bakateka babo bala semuka nga mwalanda ati rhetoric. Mayo.
Oh my God, it
is like you don't know what you have done to them, but we are tired of the rhetorics. You Doom, show us the works and keep quiet. Shut your mouths and work. That's what we are. Palast. Good night, people. Thank you very much.
Okay, so let's give them more time. So we try to do what? Because who can say yuko gold iba gold iba gold ni nani? So we want to pay more time. Perhaps go more gold eh? You want us to give them more time so that we lose more, because at the moment the mines have not been resolved. So like strike you could have resolved. Northwestern kwaba ShopRite imo, the new copper belt Northwestern, there is one ShopRite. I have a group of women Nangoma Foundation. It's deplorable. Abantu balekala kuli ubuntu ku Northwestern kulya abantu balechula era ngoma abena koke banyu doni abambo kula semuka bambo kula semuka ngama abena kofi ati gold ilikuisa suji light ilikuisa tanafaa no kulanda kupanga minerals. The minerals are what built Zambia. Zambia is nothing without our minerals.
Mama Pumulo, I'm laughing because somebody has written on this forum, Atichete Elda na Onindoshi. Yeah. Anyway, Mama Pumulo, I think we need to close the program. We've been on now for 2 hours.
Before we go, I need to play that song. I have a closing remark.
Of Church Elder. So Mwebena Zambia will continue talking whenever we feel that the Zambians have been maltreated by the current government. We will speak.
Oh, okay. Wait. I'm bringing up the song. Today is a special day. What happened? Sorry, guys. Oh my God. Alexa interfere. Sorry.
No, what it is tomorrow someone is going to say, yeah, vanyudoni vamama pumulo valefa okushana pali cheche oda lesakana. That's what will be the topic, you know. So, you know, so
I know
you know, Mama Pumulo, you know what I would just like to say to the people, you know, God gives people different talents, you know, different talents, and sometimes God gives people a talent of talking for the marginalized, you know, for the people that look for hope, for direction, for salvation and all that. And I think that's what God has put in us, you know. We are here to speak for the marginalized, the depressed, the oppressed, the people who have lost, you know. And we will continue talking on your behalf. And we hope somewhere, somehow, the people that govern us, will have the heart to listen to the cries of the Zambians, so that, you know, God may enter their spirits and they will see the need to perform better to help the society in this country. Because the Zambians have cried for a long time. Katuishi, Dimbiba 2.8 abavotere, maybe they are all employed, they are all eating well. If that is the case, good for you. But remember that the 16 or should I say 17 plus that didn't vote for UPND are the majority, and they are crying for hope. They are crying to be liberated, you know. And so, give them this chance. Yes, Mama Pumlo, over to you.
Yeah. So I think that's it, guys. Pole is the joke of the night. Yeah. Otherwise, twalanda mwandini na mashuye namate ya kama mukano.
Papumulo, I think it's time to thank the viewers and the listeners, and we hope to come on again with an interesting topic, as always, and we appeal for your support. Tag as many friends as you can. We are not here to insult. We are just here to interact with you and give you positive vibes and give you hope to continue living. Have that hope. The Lord is coming one day the Lord is coming to save you and me. So Zambians, hang in there. The way we have hanged in there for all these governments, our time is coming. And good things are coming to the children of Zambia. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night, guys. Thank you for following. Thank you for liking, for sharing. You know, we just want a better country for everyone because Zambia is blessed. We are a country who has been discovering mines everywhere. Mine, Kumpika, Kurigod, Kaseseli, lithium. So we just want this government to, you know, distribute the wealth equally among all Zambians. Not only politicians need to enjoy life. Every Zambian need to benefit from our wealth. So good night, guys. We'll be here less and less because we are tired. But we'll definitely come on to talk about other things, especially women kind of talks or youth kind of talks. But to do rhetoric about this government to Anaka, it's time for us to
move on. Mama Pumulo, we have to give the people of Zambia hope. If the new government, the new Doom government has done something wrong, we need to come and talk about it. We need to give the Zambian people hope, you know. So we will be here to talk about anything that affects the Zambian people in a negative way, you know. And you see, when God has given us this gift, you and I, Mama Pumulo, it's not everybody that has the power of the tongue, the power to talk on behalf of the masses. And so, yes, we are tired, but we just have to persevere. We probably may not come every day, but just know that we are with you in spirit. And when there is a need to come and give you hope, we will be there for you.
Yes,
thank you very much.
We'll be there in a more practical manner. I think now we just have to think of ways to evolve. Like, you know, we need to talk about how we can help. You know, like this, you know, we've been ignored. How long have we been talking? We have been ignored, we have been bashed, we have been insulted. So we'll be here to talk. But, you know, for me personally, I am just tired of this, whatever, because even my Zambia police now, they have become a wing yabanyu. You take umulandu wakupiriukira. So we have nowhere to run to. We are on our own.
Yeah.
So thank you, followers. Keep following. We'll be here. I appreciate all your comments and everything. Even the negative comments, I appreciate them. I just don't appreciate the comments where you are cheerleading. I don't appreciate you. But use your brain, they are fresh. Use your brains to do something good for Zambia. Don't be cheerleading if you are poor. Like any if you're like any cheerlead if you are poor. You have to stop and steer this ship in the right direction. Right now, this ship is going in the wrong direction. So let's join our voices and steer the ship in the right direction. For to lay fire, we need to save Zambia. What is this you are doing? To help sink the boat. That's what you are doing by cheering. If you are sinking the ship. It's doomed. Join us and let us steer the ship out to safety for a better Zambia. Thank you and God bless you.